EVO is right around the corner, and you already know that people are doing their last minute check-ins to see what killers are in their bracket. EVO is gonna have some of the highest concentrations of global competition all in one event. Tekken 7 will be one of the 9 main games showcased at EVO. And you already know it's going to be a bloodbath. And following Tekken at EVO, there's so many storylines, so many players to follow on their road to achieve the top 8. I remember some of the storylines from a few years back. Players like Arslan Ash just taking the scene by storm, putting Pakistan Tekken on the map, having tons of dominant first place finishes. And then we have players like Rangchu. During the Tekken World Tour final in 2018, he won it with one of the lowest tiers of characters, Panda. And so then we fast forward to now, and there's even more players to be invested in terms of their storylines, what they fight for, the characters that they use, all of it. And it creates so much hype and buzz around Tekken. So I'm so excited to discuss some of the players I feel who will be a bracket threat during this year's EVO. So the first player that I am putting as a massive bracket threat at EVO is Korea's Boa Love. Boa Love is a Kazuya Mishima main. He's a specialist, and he is one of the best Kazuya Mishima players in the world. Boa didn't have a Wikipedia page. I tried to look, that's where you find all the results and things like that. But he has a YouTube channel where he posts all his tournament fights and his high-level matches versus other top players. Boa's playstyle is heavily offensive, but it's this perfect combination of offense and defense. And when he starts wave dashing in your face, it makes you second guess every single thing you want to do. It almost makes you want to duck every single time. And when you think that you're safe, he has this crazy read on your timing. Boa Love's aggression is so intimidating. I really feel like he's going to cause mayhem in the bracket for sure. I definitely remember him stirring up the Tekken community with his playstyle a few years ago at EVO Japan 2019. He was kind of seen as the mysterious Kazuya player at the event. Nobody really knew who was this mystery guy who beat Arslan Ash. He sent Arslan to losers, is what I mean. He sent him to losers bracket. So because of the way that Boa plays, his wonderful approach to Kazuya, I really feel like he'll get even more fans and more support competing at EVO. I definitely haven't seen Boa at any American events. I don't know if this is his first one, but he's definitely going to stir the pot really hard. But also the fact that Boa plays against high-level Korean players, it seems pretty often. So he's always staying very sharp with some of the best players over there too. So all of those reasons are why I think Boa is going to be a huge problem. Next on my list as players who are going to be a bracket threat at EVO is Paragon's pro player, Joe Crush. Now, Joe is seen as more of a newcomer in the American Tekken scene, but he's been making splashes and waves for a bit of time now. From what I've seen, Joe kind of got a bit more of a start during online Tekken era these last few years, really being invested in online tournaments, and then since then has gone offline and has been really just making a name for himself because of the way that Joe plays in this very unique, optimal, but very non-traditional way, with this very offbeat timing too. And I can see that being a huge problem. Joe has top 3 and top 8 finishes, and that really shows he has a great understanding of how his characters function versus multiple different types of characters. He's one of those players who's not afraid of anyone. He's hungry. He knows he can take on anybody, and that kind of hunger in a newer player is so refreshing, and it's great to see. He has this strong understanding of how his characters work. When he uses Jack 7, he uses Jack's entire move list. There's certain things that I've never seen Jack players do that I see Joe do. He knows all these small situations. He's such a Jack's specialist. He's a delight to watch with the character, since Jack is also so underused, but in the right hands is super deadly. Joe's other character, Geese Howard, the way he plays Geese is this unique timing of when he throws out his parries, because he has a read on your timing, but also how Joe capitalizes on when you make a mistake. He makes sure those combos hurt when he uses Geese. They feel pretty optimal when you get hit by them too. So Joe is definitely a player with the confidence, the know-how, the skill, the hunger, all of it, to really put a huge dent in this tournament. And I can't wait to see the upsets that he'll make. The final player who I think will be a massive bracket threat at EVO is Gosua Gaming's Joka. He's from Europe. He has multiple first place finishes and top 8 finishes, along with an ICFC Season 4 final win as well. He's got great results. He mains Fangwei, Heihachi, Devil Jin. He recently had a phenomenal tournament run at CEO, where Joka got 3rd place. Joka took out phenomenal top players like Gen, Super Akuma, and Junya. Joka is the kind of player where once he gets a read on your timing, the way he plays his Fangwei's Kempo step makes you not want to even try to press something, because you know he's waiting. He's going to bait you with Kempo step. He has great read on timing. He has great approach to conditioning. He knows how to condition very well with Fang Wei. And just because a move might get blocked here or there, he'll still place that move really well later in the match. His move placement is phenomenal. His range control is 10 out of 10. And I definitely enjoyed watching him play at CEO. I thought Joka was an old school player. But when I talked to him, if I recall correctly, he said that Tekken 7 was the Tekken he started competing in. Like, he's like kind of new, maybe more so from what I'm understanding, but like, I thought he was an old school player. The way he plays Fang Wei, the way he plays all those characters, I was completely fooled. And Joka's patience, his defense is also what makes Fang Wei such a threat. He will wait. He will place his moves. He's very surgical with his approach. So Joka, I definitely see him going super far at EVO, and that as a player, I'm very excited to watch as well. So that is my bracket threat list for EVO for Tekken 7. I think these are all players who are really just going to cause mayhem at this event, and I'm so excited to watch them play. So, who are some of you all's favorite players that you feel are massive bracket threats for this event? Put it in the comments below. I would love to see everybody's different perspectives, and ultimately I'm just really excited to talk about EVO and all the hype around it. So, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all so soon. Bye!